PR 800. They're starting to go the working way and put electric over hydraulic on everything. Just spoke to one of the reps. They said they're going to take this back to the factory and change it back to the normal configuration. As you can see, they've changed the rams position for the lower rams. The cutter box is slightly different. The lower conveyor can be removed out on site. They've got a winch around the other side. It's a lot more accessible as well. The legs have changed. They've made it ungreasable basically. This must be nylon.
Oh, I know, I haven't.
So there's the winch to remove the lower conveyor.
All you have to do is take this
Remove the
conveyor
lower
out.
bar.
It's right here.
You drop the upper conveyor. Pull out the lower.
What they're going to do is pick the phone up and phone him anyways. So if I write some... You got the same story.
Steering wheel positions have changed. Pulled away from the lower of the conveyor. It's a good idea. The intake system has changed. They pull the air through the cowlings at the top. The tracks appear longer.
It's on the ground.
There's a nice little trailer. This is a 525.
Let's see it. Just got to find the right place, and I'm not sure there's enough market. You gotta have a place.
This is the extension for the cutter on the 800. It's on a slide, you just pull it in and out and bolt it straight in. Pretty much straightforward.
Yeah, so if you just like a chunky curve or something that doesn't hang the engine.
You'll warm with blood. You come up good.
Is that good?
Okay. I spoke to him on the phone. No. Billy Brooks. Here you go over there. Get me what cheese. customers talk to each other and exchange their experience.
Nice weather. What time did you guys get in? Yeah.
More than one way.
Well, I'll let you. It's a large trimmer.
We probably manufacture
Big concrete placer. It's a paver. It's another slip form.
residential. I mean, mid-sized vehicles are residential.
What is this weight? My hometown.
This has got a home guy here.
Make some specs.
Oh no, we've got some specs on this already.
So what models you got here?
Kind of limited, small station.
I was just thinking of attachments.
Yeah.
You got some more stage?
Players,
Yep.
You know what you should do is go top that. Is that the sort of
Oh, like-
stand to rotate?
Yeah.
Airbags on.
Yeah. There's a winch.
No whiskey.
What it is?
I got 7 more, so I got enough to give Asiago with Waze and needs there. Orlando's on the scene. And the living camera spot. Listen to
It's a little profiler. This is a portable display shed, about the size of Jeff's shed back at home. This is a pretty big place. Apparently this runs at 350 RPM and will handle 120 tonne an hour. It's a 50 horsepower motor, electric motor, and you can change the size of it to the screen down there. That's a $189 a month, not total purchase price. Hang on. Memory. Gotta go over the
specifics and have a look at how the screen is held into.
with the springs.
The frame, how the screen is held in there.
Yeah.
Get on down, you got to get found your top of that, yeah, you on top of that? Yeah. What do you do? He's gonna start doing it.
This one's for Steve, so he can shell his peas with his machine. His little barcode.
How you doing?
Pretty good. And they'll last forever. With that single action there, yeah, also a problem with accuracy. If you want to do it manually, and when you go to the sonars, yeah, well, they sort of do a wave anyway.
Probably what you need to talk with is, he's our engineer.
Yeah.
He's the one that designed the system.
Yeah.
He knows more about the designing in this than I do.
Yeah, interesting. Well, it's certainly solid.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than the old ones.
Yes.
ones I'm used to that come all the way through here.
All right, we're going to keep on moving on, I think.
Okay, have a
No
good
worries,
day.
thank you.
Yeah, well, I know how hard it is getting into territory. Switch jobs forever. I learn whole new industries. If I try and stay here in processing, how you doing?
Inexpensively, and now you got an in-place machine.
You can see that.
Yeah, the front moldboard raises and lowers with the conveyor.
And that's got a moldboard underneath it, doesn't it?
Right. So the advantage, of course, is you can lower your front moldboard, run the machine in the opposite direction. You can downcut and rear load. If you're doing cold in place, obviously that.
What is the weight of the machine?
78,000 pounds.
A 37-ton machine.
37 ton.
Yeah, I know what you're photocopying. Yeah, you'll get into trouble, mate.
We also make this exact same machine. We call it a 68. It's an 8'2" instead of a 7'2". It's exactly the same machine. It's the same conveyors, the same undercarriage, same power unit, a foot wider.
Extensions on that side.
No, the whole frame's wider.
Oh, the whole frame?
Yeah.
The whole machine's
The whole
wider?
machine's wider. Yep. When
So
we
it's not an extendable cutter sort of situation?
no. It's when we sell a 68, the entire frame is a foot wider. Yeah.
So what you've got here's your solid frame going through,
Yep.
all the way through.
That really
I don't know. I have people say, "Oh, you ought to have a bolt-in cutter assembly. You ought to be able to." I don't know. We've always kind of been partial to having the frame match the drum.
comes off the back of it. See? What choice?
No, no.
But you're supposed to steer around a while,
Guys, what do you think my Cordell thing to do it?
turning and oh, the gentleman that just went, I didn't get to give him a bandana.
As we can see, Dad shriveled during this trip. These trucks aren't that big. That's our big baby.
Excavator. Cat, deer, case, Hitachi, you name it. So, like I said, that's one mode. Now, what would happen if you got some job called for a steep slope application and you didn't have your laser with you? You don't really need it. Let's say I have to put in a 2-to-1 slope. I go over here, plug in 50% on the slope mode. That's how fast and simple it is. I set the teeth of the cutting edge at the toe of the slope. Now, so the operator, he'll control the depth using the toe as a reference point. Engage the automatics. Now look at, I'm not touching the right joystick here, guys, because the bucket and the boom are automatically controlling this 50% slope for me as I pull all the way up to the tracks. Okay? So think of the engineering time you're going to save. You don't have to set blue tops all over the face of that hill to control slope. Now if you get a change order, the performance says, no, it's not a 2-to-1, it's a 3-to-1. Easy to fix. Just drop down here, go from 50% to 33. Engage the automatics, pull back on the stick. Now watch how it flattens it out, because I'm only at 33% of slope instead of 50. So all my jobs are faster, easier, and safer now with a TopCon system attached to your excavator.
I don't think you're going to fit it in the photo. I don't think you're going to fit it in.
Fit it in the bloody photo. Huh? Oh yeah, the axles. Oh yeah. I don't think I've ever showed the guys that. They're the axles on the top that you fold down the back when you're on the highway to get weight, extra weight limit. And that just folds down and mounts at the back. Okay, this one here is a concrete mixer with a pump on the front of it going up into the roof there. Great idea. As you can see, all this section here is all trucks. We've got some Pioneer stuff here as well.
I said next time I come to Phoenix.
You can see how that back wheel works on the back of these again. Again, that's the back wheel. Back wheel on the back of the truck. Again here.
Oh, shit.
You're fine, no problems. Sorry. This is Kenworth stand here, as you can see. Western Cross. Oh no, he's fine. Thanks. That'll be proof that I've been here, you'll see. I've got some equipment here, I can tell you what the size of this concrete is.
And the one to the right.
And the one to the right is the one over the right. Oh yeah, right, okay. Oh, God. Hang on, I'll try and get that one. Holy Mac.
Little contest, just I said all the employees are only guests. I gave them a $100 shopping spree. Let's go. We got it.
I can't see the end of the shed, but anyway, it's a bloody big one. We'll just come in. Sort of a gear that we've got here. Gosh, what do you think? Now this one here is made out of plywood.
Five minutes minus the freaking oil pan.
You know,
There we go.
Just this south side here is all screens and crushers and helicopters, just in case. It certainly is. We're in the wrong country. As you can see, this is the large section. This is day 2, and we've got no chance of seeing all this. The faster we go, the more we see.
We'll see you, Ronnie.
Good game.
I need a couple of tires. 905. Where would 905 be?
That's a big baby, that one.
Yeah, really big. Big. Now that's the sort of stuff that we don't in Germany. Right. Stuff like this, you know.
Big rig, drilling rig. Right, on the way. Go into the cat.
Hey, the size of the wheels.
Yeah, they're small.
Hey? You think we should buy this to work?
Yeah, it'd be fun, wouldn't it? Good for the workshop. Lift the workshop. A few weights on the back there. Some big tracks. Twin tracks. Oh, sorry, there's more than twin.
This one came in on about 27. Man, I'll leave you alone. Yeah, all of it.
Imagine having to grease this.
Yay! That's where to get the money though.
So quite an impressive stand. Oh, he's got to run it. Pretty flash. This is from Milton. Oh, you're kidding.
Push, jumper case stuff in here. Come on, man. Fire that baby. Don't forget that Detroit diesel engine. Take a shot of that one too.
Which one? A little small one?
No, right here. This is the most fuel efficient engine in the industry right here. Detroit diesel 36.
It's a crusher. They look heavy, don't they? I've got an impactor next to it. I'll just whip around the back.
You're joking.
Oh, you seen them already? Yeah, I used to come back from golf. What's that? Like an hour ago. Or more, hour and a half.
Oh yeah.
It's done, you know, man. Easy and I know you like it. How you doing, man?
I'll see if it's going to
Oh my god. It's not over yet, look to the left. We didn't see that.
That's the south wall.
That's more we have to see. Oh shit. That goes down a bloody kilometre. As I said, we've got no chance. Forget the pit. Buy a few of these. That's got to be what, 15 tonne? 15? There you go.
There was a block
wall on both sides, and that roof sat on top of it. You know all that?
This is the foyer of the Stardust. Everywhere you look is just pokies. See it?
Amazing. Shit, that's bloody hard.
This is just out of Vegas. This is a 100-ton trencher. It's cutting 7 metres deep, about 1.2 metres wide, about a foot and a half, or a metre and a half a minute. The machine's only a few weeks old. Laser guided. There you go, there's the trench.
got Tony out on the pad, learning how to operate it. Like you guys in the back. Control. Brand. And rub roll. Yeah. Right, rub roll.
got a nice little cat in it. Not even 700 horsepower, I think. I think it's only 600 or 650. So there you have it.
Okay, what we've got here is a whacker plate sort of thing for the front of the Bobcat. Then we've got a little milling trench cutter here and a drum. And then we've got another profiling head as the tilt forward and opens the bucket up. It's a great idea. And this is a bigger 1 metre cut profiling head. Okay, and there you go, sitting it on in front of the Bobcat. Another Bobcat.
Yeah.
And then universal attachment on the backhoe. There you go. Little trench cutter on the backhoe.
We don't have one here.
On a case.
Oh, okay. So you're doing this. I mean, I worry about parts, you know. I come here this year and I'll come back 4 years and half the people aren't here. You know, they're out there.
Walk right in.
This is a slip-form paver, a little trimmer underneath. Place your concrete, just conveyor belt, or maybe even asphalt. That moves sideways. Maybe even edge plane with it. So it's curved there. This is 3. Small and compact. This is a 3-track steer model.
It's got number 12 inlets.
There it is. You can grab this sideways or do whatever you like, same as the 8 or 500. Same again, trimmer on the front. You can move it sideways. You could do heaps of these machines. They're still very well built, fairly solid. Everything's bigger than it should be, which is good. It's a fairly small screen there.
We're pretty proud of this machine. So if you're interested in the most advanced surface drill technology on the market, call us. We're listening.
Yeah, she's a big one. Crushing plant. It's a screen. Some more screens over the back there. This is a large crusher. Recycler. Quarry screens. Yeah. Always. Smile. Thank you very much. This is the Caterpillar tent. Most companies only have a stand, they have a tent. Here's their mill.
That might be a perfect example of check.
This is called the PM465.
How wide is it?
Some fairly large equipment. It's that tight that I can't get it into the picture. 365B, L for large. That's a big one.
I've never seen a 360. It's brand new.
New loader.
No, the reason they do that, they say, is prevent a cyber.
Here's a smaller one. Yeah. Look how big this one. There you go. And that, my friends, is the JCB. Rifkin stand.
It's demonstration time.
Rumour has it that Working wasn't allowed to do this, and they're in deep trouble. Little sweepers. Here we are outside the hotel waiting to catch a taxi. As you can see, a bit of a wait. We'll see when you get to the Luxor. Thank you. Okay, this is the Luxor. We're going for dinner now to meet some people from Sandvik. We're going to walk into the foyer. As you can see, it's all sandstone blocks. The electric door's on the other side, and I couldn't afford it on the side. And as you can see, as we come in, it is absolutely massive. Inside, we've got the water fountains, a big entry, and up there is the pyramid. Very impressive. So left to right, there's the casino in there. There's the water fountain. Let's take some more shots from upstairs. Inside the casino. This is only one area. So now look around. Pretty flash.
Thanks, you big Bobby Ben.
Yep, there you go.
You know that's what videos.
The second floor. There's Dad. It's a fairly large place. Everything seems to be big over here. So up we go.
Customers and
that structure up there is the IMAX Theatre. Here we go. Oh, great. This is the opposite side of the front foyer. Yes. It's Dave and Susan. Dad. All looking resplendent.
South America.
We can see
This is the outside of the pyramid.
this huge light just going up into the sky. Yep, from where we were.
There's the car park and everyone again. And the Sphinx on top of it. Welcome back to the show. This is a nice little lube truck. Look around the front. Little water truck. Water truck.
Yeah, look at the size of the guy at the back row.
This is a big expo.
It's big. And that's only one little section.
Hello, Mario and all the boys at Road Services. I'm Kathy. I'm the cigarette girl at the Stardust Hotel, and we wish that you were here.
On the way to the airport to pick up a car. We're going to drive to LA. This is a review. Desert Inn.
I know, and then I can totally taste it. I'm like, I had yeah, you're right.
Alright, we finally got our hire car after an hour wait. And they're going past the MGM Grand. Just trying to adjust the light a little bit. Yeah, that like that.
That's the car park, yeah.
That's the car park. And there's the driver.
5,500 rooms. 5,500. They're just building that other one now, the
Venetian. Was $2 billion?
Yeah, $2 billion and 6,000 rooms.
It's a couple of rooms.
6,000. And look at the big
the roller coaster.
The roller coaster.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
The window. Around the middle, not bad, isn't it? It's New York, New York. Vegas, and there's the Luxor, the big pyramid we saw last night. There's a bridge. On the forward. And here comes the rig. It's a fairly rugged country out here. It's basically just barren rock wasteland. This is about half an hour out of Vegas. It's a roller coaster in the middle of nowhere.
Whiskey Pits.
It says Whiskey Pits. Shot that. I'll just stick the camera out the window. Hopefully it doesn't rock. Alright, we're in LA. This is the Venetian Hotel. It's the 405 freeway that goes to the airport. We're about from Dandenong to Melbourne from the airport. essentially the smoke.
Yeah, well, okay.
Or yeah, can we put it in one of these plastic? My purse is too small.
Down the greens down there on the bottom, huh? Fairways.
Zeros aren't too flush. and welcome everybody to Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. I don't know who.
So, had birthday party for a friend here, and I set up the table, and I put the snake in front of her.
Say hello to the camera.
I was telling Rick about the
snake.
my snake.
Over
And
there.
I had put it, she was at the head of the table. Sitting here, I had set her place here. And this was in here, like this. And she didn't notice it because there was so much else going on with food and centerpiece and tables. Then she sat down, and then she saw this thing slithering up. She just jumped out of her chair.
Went berserk.
And then she noticed, she said, well then, you know, see how it's sort of fake. This sort of gave it away. And then I had put a little happy birthday Ann. But they had such a laugh over that. Tony, just don't show that to my mother, okay?
Praise just a lot to Lisa going out.
Good, we'll have figs.
All right. I noticed there's a little fig tree against the house.
Oh, really? A
Yeah,
shoot?
just like that, shoot.
Oh, good.
Small one. Go, that's the same from the same thing. Fishing. Likes to go fishing.
Halfway
Cherries are ripe.
along the rim of the lake, the water. Yeah. I should make an effort to go.
Well, it's not far from home.
No.
The waterfall's home.
Yeah, I got it.
Beautiful. The rock waterfall with all the paddle boats. The cherry blossoms around the water.
It's quite nice, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Alrighty, we're heading to LA Airport from the freeway. This is the 405. This would have to be the main freeway, the 10 that goes across.
Yeah, 405 goes all the way south to Long Beach, where the port is. It's all goes right in the port. It's about 60 miles.
As you can hear, there's quite a bit of vibration. The concrete slabs seem to have dropped and risen slightly, so you get this vibration. The whole freeway is grooved.
As you come over the hill, you see all the traffic lined up, coming out of town. We're heading into town.
And we're doing 70 mile an hour. So there's a bit of traffic up ahead.
Bumper to bumper. They'll go for 20 miles.
The freeways tend to wind in between the mountains, as you can see. most of the cars here are under 10 years old, is it? Yeah. After 10 years they have to get a pollution test, which costs $500. So it's cheaper to buy another car.
Signage in the middle of the freeway.
Yep.
To our right, on the base of that hill there is a Getty Centre. It's a museum on the hill there. Yep. John Paul Getty. Got 3 museums in LA. All donated by his newspaper man back in the 30s.
This is asphalt here, that's why it's smoother.
And still the traffic on that side. Museum on top of the hill. And this freeway doesn't have a lot of flyovers. More of the 10 that has all the flyovers, which is north of the city, to our left. To our right is coming to Hollywood. Sunset Boulevard to the right. And the traffic on the left.
Yeah, look at the traffic. That is unbelievable.
It'll go all the way to the airport like that. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lanes wide.
So we complain about our southeastern arterial.
The car park.
It's got nothing on this place.
Vet.
Nice vet.
Nice big tyres on the back of it. Just pass it.
Say goodbye to the vet.
Wiltshire Boulevard, where Pretty Woman was made. Now we're coming into a bit of a jam ourselves. When we come into a bit of a jam, it means there is 2 freeways crossing over. Roads coming in left and right, and it just mounts up.
We're coming up to the 10.
Coming up to the 2.
It's actually the
And
10.
the 10 will be next after this one. Right? And you'll find that we'll slow up for about 5 minutes between freeways because you've got cars coming in and changing freeways.
And now we are stopped.
Come on, you guys, we've got a plane to catch. 4 hours time.
We might just make it. So it's a concrete freeway here with an asphalt shoulder. They've widened the road, an extra lane.
There's the housing structure over there. See how they make all the houses there? Out of plywood? Plywood structures. And then they stuck with the plywood with a mesh over the top of it. Santa Monica Boulevard. To the right, that takes you to the beach. Santa Monica, Palm Beach, all those places. We'll still be in a traffic jam for a mile and a half because Santa Monica Freeway 10, which is the one that crosses over all the flyovers.
That's the main freeway.
That's the main north-south freeway. East-west freeway, sorry. We're heading north-south now. We're heading south. Again on the left-hand side, they're still crawling.
If we're lucky, we might see a drive-by shooting, or a stabbing, or a multi-part pile-up. Something interesting.
We could cause one. As you can see, they can't get any maintenance on the freeways.
No, they've got no chance.
Car carrier. All the cars on it. All taped.
Yep.
Okay, we're off for the last time.
That's where the freeway splits. There we go. Freeway splits here. There goes the vet. It's not going far anyway. And obviously the hole up here is the freeway, the traffic from the 10 coming onto the 405. This little boxer.
Couple of freeways crossing over here. Flyovers. Not like the ones we saw the other day, the 5 high.
Got about 5 minutes of tape left, so as soon as it's finished I'll put in a new tape. This is really just to get an idea of the traffic that's flowing. If you had a look at the bridges, consistent cars.
Yep. Toot toot. Oh mate, put her in gear. first will do fine. Yeah. Look at him coming in off the right, the 10. That's your problem. Wind up like this. And that traffic jam's still on the left hand side. Coming out now. What's his name? That looked like golfer.
Golfer?
Yeah. Apple. Not Appleby. Allenby.
Oh, yeah.
Like him. Oh, shades of hair, wouldn't Venice, Washington and Culver, still a long way to go. You an Aussie or not?
What's that?
Are you an Aussie or not?
An Aussie?
Yeah. You look like a golfer I know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Robert Allenby. Didn't he look like Allenby? Of course he did. Now let's make some tracks here. Trying to go. We left at 4, didn't we?
Roughly.
5 past?
Yes, I.
Okay, see how long it takes to get here. Venice Boulevard takes down to Venice Beach. Traffic's flying on the other side.